What was the Death Maiden trying to do in the cathedral?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Until I destroy them. Malthael's Reapers are people whose souls were taken by the Crucibles?
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens?
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness. Malthael, my brother, he was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
Gods rarely change their nature. How could this be?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Death is but a step in the cycle of reincarnation, not an end. What can you learn from studying this sliver?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
Death comes for you.
Why have the Horadrim returned?
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Receive solace from pain.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
I am sure that's what he would have wanted.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I? You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakus was a clever man, after all.
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
I found him in the streets. He seemed in a daze, so I brought him here with me, but he's hardly said anything. He's nobility of some sort, but I don't recognize the seal on his ring.
The flames!
The flames? Well, he was covered in soot. Perhaps he escaped from a fire. He never says more than a word or two at a time.
Duncraig is just death and horror. I thought I'd be safe here, but we've nowhere left to hide.
Why would the angels do this to us?
What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
Who is this?
I'm Bryson. I was trapped in a cellar until Hadrig rescued me.
Ha! And now he won't go away.
You saved his life. He must be grateful.
I am. In fact, I'm going to repay Hadrig by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
Is there anything on your mind, Hedrick?
I was wondering what you thought of Westmarch, Irena.
It is a fascinating city. So grey and dark, yet there is old magic running through parts of it. Magic from the east.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All of Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakarum are gone, and the Order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the Order and prove your conviction.
You know things you could not possibly know. Before I face Diablo, you must tell me who you truly are.
Must I? Do you think my elderly wisdom will help you face Diablo?
It may. Ashes can make a bonfire from kindling if an ember hides within.
Ha! If disrespect for your elders was a weapon, I would be mortally wounded. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere. Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirges.
The whole story? That would be a welcome change.
Dirge's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then tell me if you are a god. Cormac, are you troubled?
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are a good man who dedicated his life to a cause you believed was good as well.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
I'm dangerous with most of these, you know.
Want a recommendation?
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Making a sale?
I need spirit. The storm breaks!
We can't thank you enough. You saved our lives.
That is a powerful foe over there.
This fight is over! It cannot be done. It is not ready yet. Feel the wrath of Yitar!
I learned much from that. Necromancy is closely related to enchantment.
I don't have enough spirit. That ability is not yet recharged. I will not do that.
The attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon.
Not enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability.
We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
Take them to the Survivors' Enclave, quickly. What you ask is impossible. I need spirit.
I think... Oh, get away!
I will not do that.
Harry, we've got to save my friends.
Not enough spirit. It is not ready yet.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is. King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
If you turn against each other, Westmarch will fall.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
What you ask is impossible. Your flaws are revealed! Your strength it cannot fails. Be done.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
How did this come into your possession?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I am so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
What do you believe will happen when you die?
My body will die, but my spirit will be reincarnated in a new form. What? I do not know. What do you believe?
I think it will be like going to sleep once again. But this time, I will not awaken.
I need to go back. I must wait to use that ability.
Your strength fails!
I feel faint.
It is not ready yet. I don't have enough spirit. Is not yet recharged.
Ha! A vicious strike!
I must wait to use that ability. It is not ready yet. Not enough spirit.
Only you can defeat this monstrosity!
That ability is not yet recharged.
The storm breaks!
I will not do that. I must wait to use that ability.
Your flaws are revealed!
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged. I don't have enough spirit. It cannot be done.
With so many people living close together, it is not surprising that many plagues afflicted Westmarch.
I must wait to use that ability. I need spirit.
The repository of bones, commonly called the Plague Tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
Your flaws are revealed! What a foul stench.
This carnage happened long ago. You are mine now!
My will falters.
It is not ready yet.
Ha! A vicious strike!
That ability is not yet recharged.
Feel the wrath of Yitar!
It is not ready yet.
We must face another trial.
What you ask is impossible. I will not do that.
My personal guard is the best that money can buy. They will save us.
I must wait to use that ability. That ability is not yet recharged.
Is there anything about the past you would like to know?
Were there more gods in your time?
More than today, Zakarum's influence was not as it is now. Many of the gods were lost. I wonder if they disappeared when there were none left to worship them.
What you ask is impossible. It cannot be done. Feel the wrath of Yitar! It is not ready yet. What you ask is impossible. I am returning to town.
I can't believe it. The hero of Bastion's king.
Ave obitus, Ave interitus, insurgos elistros in situ.
What's going on here?
I'm summoning back the souls that have been stolen from these poor people in order to restore their lives.
What you are doing is an abomination. You must stop this.
Wait, what's that noise? He's thrown here. This wasn't supposed to happen.
I must wait to use that ability. Now do you know your folly?
Of course. Oh, of course. Bless you, good sir.
I will not do that. It cannot be done.
I can wait no longer!
I thank you for assisting my guards. You are a true hero. Now, let us depart before more monsters arrive.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Thank Akarat you were here.
You never said what the Prophet told you about me.
Oh, I had almost forgotten about that. It is just that I am so used to it now. It seemed so strange at the beginning.
Was it about my tattoos?
No, not that. But I really should not say. It was told to me in confidence, after all.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them. Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
Get your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the Cathedral. Quickly. This is not the Reaper's work. Who did this? More dead.
Death to the nobles!
What is going on here?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
You plot and scheme at a time like this?
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
Aid us! Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
It is not ready yet. That ability is not yet recharged.
A vicious strike!
I must wait to use that ability.
Your strength fails!
Revel in your victory, my friend. Perhaps this age is not so different from my own. There is still pain, suffering, hatred, and death. I could sleep another 1,000 years and I would find the world much the same.
Not if we fail. It is not ready yet.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
That Death Maiden is controlling the Soul Crucible, but not for long.
You have called the darkness down upon...
I must wait to use that ability.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
What you ask is impossible. How?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
Go to the Survivors' Enclave. It's not safe for you here.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say, I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes, if I am ever to sleep again.
I will not do that.
My spirits have lifted.
I can hear my husband moaning inside his sarcophagus. Please end his...
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Do not struggle so, my love. This hero has come to set you free. My thanks, hero. Now we may spend eternity together.
To be freed from my torment and have my soul reunited with yours. I can't imagine a more blissful afterlife.
Wait, what is that?
Your eternity ends now.
That ability is not yet recharged.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
You mock me.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
It cannot be done. Do you see an end to all this death in your visions?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
I do not believe you.
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are so jealous that will never believe you can be happy and content. I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
It is not ready yet.
A perfect hit!
This should be a peaceful place of eternal rest. Instead, it mocks nature.
I must wait to use that ability.
What you ask is impossible. It cannot feel the wrath of Yitar!
Serve me! Quickly now! Show them what
That
you're
ability
capable
is
of.
not yet recharged.
Your strength fails! I will not do that. break beneath the endless tide! What you ask is impossible. It is not ready yet. It cannot be done.
My respects.
The storm breaks! I must wait to use that ability. I will not do that. That ability is not yet recharged. This fight is over!
I know that the Prophet would have sided against Malthael. He always saw the potential in us. He believed that we could achieve something the Seraphim could not. How sad he would be.
The altar of sadness. This bodes well.
It is not ready yet.
I need to go back.
Mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
Only through submitting to Malthael will we survive his...
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
This is not the time for jokes.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You will never make it to Kingsport with things the way they are here. Help me save this city. Then you can go.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me.
Awful things are happening out in the city. I have faith that you will save us. But Victor has his doubts. I think he's jealous.
What nonsense are you spouting, woman? Of course I think he'll save us. And I have just the things he'll need to do the job.
He saved my brother at Bastion's Keep.
You there, pauper. This diamond ring in exchange for safe passage out of the city?
But Harold, that's my wedding ring.
It's all we have left. Of course, if somebody had thought to grab her jewelry box...
Find your own way. I am not a hired sword. I am here to save the city.
My son's ship docked in Bramwell today. I thought he'd be safe there, but now I hear rumors. Give me a weapon. I need to get to Bramwell.
You will do him no good. This is where you should be.
You'll find no glory here, adventurer. Corpses can't sing your praises.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I did what must be done.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
It matters not. I serve the will of the gods.
Evil must die.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
But that was not what you wanted.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Kane. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
Have you had any luck with that sliver?
No, but it is our only hope of learning Malthael's plans. To defeat him, we must know where he is and what he is trying to do. The answer must be here. I just have to find it. Too many innocents have already died.
It cannot have been easy to defend this place for so long.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
But now, I am here. Have there been no reinforcements from the rest of the kingdom?
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
I did not know. That is disturbing. It cannot be done.
Come aid us!
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
That ability is not yet recharged. What you ask is impossible. I will not do that.
Rich and poor, great and small, death came in the end.
What was that?
That would be Urzael.
Who?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
So it appears. Let us return to the Enclave and see what progress Tyrael has made with his sliver. I need to go back.
It cannot be done.
I am returning to town.